All right, let's get an action shot here. Let's get down for a second.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Sit. Hot.
Whoa!
Like that.
You almost hit me there. Good job. Great throw. Great throw.
Yeah, fly was flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season head, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. Day 2 of training camp. The second practice of training camp is now in the books, and I am here to recap a little bit. Now, before we get into all of that, be sure to hit that like, be sure to subscribe if you are new. We are trying to hit 3K. I was going to say 1K. We're trying to hit 3K, so I would appreciate all the help to get there. And be sure to hit up Manscaped, man. Use code PhillyTP for 20% off and free shipping. Now, let's get into this, man. So, day 2 in the books. Jalen Hurts apparently had a very good second half of practice today. Was looking a lot more comfortable, hitting his targets. There was some concern after the first day, and even through the first half. Even you could see it when they were showing a little bit of the warm-up drills. He was missing a couple of his targets, but there has been word that his throwing motion is looking smoother. He's looking better. All this off-season work has helped him, which is it's great to hear. Another thing to stay on the offensive side, Brandon Brooks did go down. Brandon Brooks did go into the NovaCare complex. It did not look bad. You know, from the reaction of the staff, it didn't seem like it was devastating type injury. I'm hoping that it was maybe it was just something small, maybe just some conditioning issue that they have to fix. They have to figure out with him, but it doesn't look like a major injury, which is huge to hear. But with that, Matt Pryor did step in. So with Matt Pryor stepping in as the number 2 guy, it kind of surprised me. I'm not going to lie, because I thought that Jack Driscoll would take that right guard spot if Brandon Brooks was to go down. Obviously, it's still just the second practice, so anything is possible. But to keep on the news of interchanging people, right? Theme of this offseason, I should say, has been competition, has been Nick Sirianni, Jonathan Gannon saying he's going to put the best players in the best positions possible to win. And we saw that again today. Yesterday, we saw Kayvon Wallace taking the safety spot with Rodney McLeod down, who is working on his own and seems to be on track to be healthy come week 1 or 2. It's looking like he might be early return. But today, Marcus Epps took his spot. And TJ Edwards was on the first team instead of Davian Taylor, So there was a lot of different changes. Sean Bradley, I believe, was getting some 1 reps. Obviously, Jalen Reagor is back. Jalen Reagor was back with the team. Greg Ward was back with the team. Both big things to hear. I didn't hear any changes at the punt return position. With those 2 being back, I will be looking more into it, and we'll see what happens. But I didn't hear anything as of right now. Now, as far as, Devontae Smith is a dog. Devontae Smith is a stud. He will be our number 1 wide receiver going into this season. He had another very good camp, or another good practice, I guess you should say. He burned Steven Nelson for what I believe was a 40-yard touchdown over the top from Jalen Hurts. So that's great to hear. This defense has been holding up their end for the most part. We have seen Derek Barnett go back in as the number 1 guy. But again, like I said, I feel like they're just changing it a lot. They're just going to see who gives them the best chance to win. So Derek Barnett was the number 1 guy. He was giving Andre Dillard fits, which if you're keeping up with Andre Dillard, that's not good to hear. He didn't cry, so that's a big upgrade, I guess. But at the same time, you get a little bit nervous when you hear Andre Dillard getting beat. You want him to hold his value, even if Jordan Mailata is going to take that spot. Jordan Mailata did start with the ones today at the left tackle spot, so that's something to keep an eye on. Outside of that, man, there really wasn't too much going on. Boston Scott was the number 2 running back this week or this practice. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy happened, nothing too deep to dive into. Coming up is going to be really the big test. Monday they come back and they do practice the rest of the week. They have Sunday off, but Monday they come back and they're in full pads. So that's when you're going to really start seeing some hits. You're really going to start seeing these guys really trying to show out and try to make this roster. A lot of these young guys are getting a lot of chances. Even JJ Arcega-Whiteside had a couple of big catches. So it looks like all these guys are really fighting for their job. It's a beautiful thing to watch. We're going to keep an eye on what's going on with Brandon Brooks, and we're going to hope that he's okay, that there's nothing, major going on there. But other than that, like I said, not much to, really take away from today. We will be having Chris McPherson on the show on Saturday at 12 o'clock, just to kind of go over everything and figure out what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what the Eagles are and what they're going to do moving forward. So hopefully I see you guys all there. I will be live in the morning tomorrow around 10:15 after the Eagles show their warm-ups and everything. And we will be talking training camp. You guys seem to have a lot of fun with that, so I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Was there anything that stood out to you as far as this training camp? As like I said, nothing really stuck out to me like, oh, this is a major news outside of Brandon Brooks. I want to make sure that he's good. As I said, I think that he is. It doesn't seem like anything's big, but you guys let me know. Other than that, man, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out shit. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Fly Eagles Fly, you on the team. Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man Saul Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.